Howdy, hey, hello. It is McKenna, and we are here for another episode of Munch and Mingle. I know I always say this. I'm so excited for the guests that I have, and I am. I have a lot of great guests, and today I'm really excited because I've got another sister of mine sitting down with me, Alli.
Hi.
So Alli, when I first started doing my podcast, I guess this is basically all my people that I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this podcast. Will you come do an episode with me? And I would say of the 4, 5 people, you were one of them.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and I actually think you were one of the first people I talked to before I'd even thought about doing a podcast. I said, if I ever start a podcast, I'll do an episode with you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so claim to fame there. Before we go into just who Alli is, let's talk about her munchie, which I'm actually really excited she chose this one. Do you want to explain it?
Sure.
And how it came about?
Yeah. So this is from Starbucks. It's the strawberry acai refresher.
Mm-hmm.
And McKenna introduced it to me. And
I feel so honored that you choose this.
Yeah. It's my favorite drink ever. Like, whenever I go to Starbucks, I will get it. But there are some substitutes in it.
Right.
So usually it's substitute the water for apple juice.
Or no, peach juice.
For peach juice.
But they messed it up today.
Yeah,
they did different.
And then raspberry syrup.
3 pumps.
Yeah, 3 pumps.
Yep. So if they don't have peach juice, you can use apple juice.
Yeah. Or even sometimes they didn't have it and I got lemonade.
That's right. You did tell me that. So good options, just not as great as the first.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great.
Yeah.
Either way. So
Yeah.
that's our munchie today. Shout out to Starbucks.
Yes.
It's real good. And yeah, I'm so happy you like it. As we both drink for it. All right. Well, Alli, you are my youngest sister.
Yes.
And that's basically what we're going to talk about is how all that happened.
Okay.
So first off, I guess I can kind of explain, I don't even know how to go into this. So originally I thought Ginger was going to be my youngest sister.
Yeah.
And then, obviously my mom and dad got divorced and my dad married Tracy, who's your mom.
Yeah.
And then, a couple of years later, Dad and Tracy had Jersey, and then you came along.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of the pack.
You're our baby, but we love it. Oh, I'm so excited to go through this timeline because you are just, I love all my sisters. And that's why it's so hard because I'll say half sisters because technically it's like, yeah, Jersey and Alli are my half sister, but I've been with you guys since you were babies. Yeah. Like, you're my sisters. Yeah, that's how I see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Alli, and I want you to say exactly what you said when I asked you this question. We were going over the timeline right before we started. And I said, okay, Alli, who are you? Where were you born? And you said...
I was born in Ogden, Utah, but my mom had to tell me that because I didn't know where I was born.
You're like, oh, me and my mom went over this morning. That's okay. So you were born in Ogden. Technically, we were living in Centerville.
Yeah.
But yes, so you were born at the hospital in Ogden.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And when do you remember? Like the furthest back, how young were you that you can remember what it was like growing up?
I don't remember a lot, but it's probably I was like 8 is like
and you can start remembering a lot of things.
I can't really remember past that.
Oh my gosh. See, and I loved babies. I loved, so when you and Jersey were born, I was so excited because when Ginger was born, I was 4. I did not appreciate the baby stage. So when it was like, oh my gosh, we're going to have baby sisters again, I'm so excited. So Jersey came and it was so great. And then we found out, I still remember the day we came home from school and Tracy was like, okay, like Jersey has to show you guys something. And so how far apart are you guys? 2, 3 years?
Yeah. 2 years, but hers is in February and I'm in December.
That's right. And so she's just a little little tight. And all of a sudden, Tracy turns her around, and on the back of her shirt, it said, oh gosh, something along the lines of like, I'm going to be a big sister. And we flipped. We're like, we're getting another one? Oh my gosh. We were so excited. And then you came and, oh my gosh, I wanted you to stay a baby forever. And you still are in my eyes. You're still our little Alli. Yeah. But I think you totally loved it, right?
Yeah. And that's kind of how it is with your boys. Because it was like, I'm going to have a nephew.
Yeah. You're like, gonna have the babies.
Yeah. I have 2 nieces, but I don't see them that often.
Yeah.
So it's like, she's having a baby. I'm going to have, because that's probably where I get it from is you.
Yep.
So it was like, I could have another baby. I just love babies.
You're the baby whisperer.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because we just treated you like our little baby for so long. You were the little sister. And I have so many pictures or videos. The video I was thinking of is when it's on Facebook. Ginger was recording. We were waiting for Grandma Janet and Grandpa Joe to come over to the Centerville house, which you were like barely, I don't even think you were 2, maybe. You were walking. Oh my gosh, you're probably like Baker's age in this.
Probably.
Now I need to go watch that. And I was dancing with you and Jersey to like the song on Hercules.
Yeah, Jersey said that that's what she remembers.
Oh
like,
my gosh, it's so funny.
You guys would just always dance and sing. And I don't remember that.
Play with you guys. It was so funny. We're gonna have to go watch that video. Yeah. If you're listening, go find it on Facebook. But that is like how I epitomize you for the longest time. Is just that baby Alli. And now you're just all grown up, and it's fine. I'm taking it well. Do you remember anything like how it was? Because growing up with sisters, because when you were young, that's when all 3 of us did move in with my mom.
Right.
So it was just you and Jersey at home. But we'd still see you guys every other weekend.
And that's the thing. Like, that's probably one of the nice things about you guys not living with us is it would be like so exciting when I get to hear like, oh, we're going to McKenna, Ginger's, or Kayla's. Like, it was just so fun, and I was counting down the days until then. I was so happy when Mom
it's not like it's like the fun aunt, fun uncle syndrome, but it was like the fun sisters, like something new.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, okay. So, did you ever like notice it? Was that ever weird to you that you had 3 sisters with another mom who had a different mom than yours?
I don't think I thought of it like that because I didn't see her a lot. Right. But it's like, I was just like, oh, we're going to go see my sisters. Like, I don't think I thought of it like that. Yeah. I was just like, they just don't live with us. I didn't think of it.
And it was basically from when you were young. Yeah. I mean, hello, that's been the whole thing. So it was pretty normal. I would say the same thing. It just became normal. Yeah. We don't really know any other way.
Right.
And then, so it was just you and Jersey. Have you guys been pretty close?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I knew that one, yeah.
And it's like you always have your ups and downs with your sisters.
What?
What? Especially when you live with them, like you're with them 24/7.
You're basically going through the syndrome that me and Ginger had. It's like best friends, but worst enemies at the same time.
Yep.
Yep. But it's all right. When y'all get older and you're moving out, it will be like super, super close. Yeah. Not that you guys aren't already. Okay. So the main reason we're here, this is a part of my homeschooling week. And I really wanted to talk to you because you're 11 years old, turning 12.
Yeah, in December.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I still can't. But you have been homeschooled since for almost all your life. Was there 1 year or 2 years?
I went to kindergarten and first grade
at public school. Yeah. Okay. And that's what we're going to talk about. But so majority you've been homeschooled. And I just think you and Jersey were big time who changed my views on homeschool because I see you guys in normal life and whatnot. And I'm like, wow, like they can get along.
Yeah.
And you and I have had many conversations about this. This is why I want to have you on and have other people hear from someone who's in it right now and who's been in it. And I mean, I know you were in public school and we'll kind of talk if you can remember the differences at all, but just mostly we want to talk today about how homeschool has been a blessing to your life and through all that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's basically the first question.
Okay.
Do you remember anything from kindergarten and first grade?
Yeah. It was kindergarten, I don't remember a lot of it, but first grade, I do remember,
You remember
some
being
of it.
in school?
Because I went to first grade with my cousin. Like, me and my cousin
yeah.
were in the same class. So it was nice having someone that was my age and, like, my cousin that I see all the time.
Yep.
And Jersey was in the same school.
Right.
So I saw that too. But I remember some of it, like, it's way different than homeschool.
Of course.
Because you go for 7 hours a day, and homeschool, it's a lot shorter than that.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn different things in homeschool than you do in public school.
Right.
And I don't know if that's for the better or the worse, but...
Well, I'd even say you guys, somehow you all end up knowing the same thing, but you got there by a different way.
Right. Yeah.
And yet somehow, like you just said, it's shorter, but yet you still get there the same way. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
But I would say the thing I remember the most is you learn different subjects.
Yeah.
Like, in my homeschool, at least, we do a lot of reading.
Mm-hmm.
But in first grade, I don't remember reading a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I remember we would just mostly do, like, math and other... I don't even know, because it's been so long since I've been in public school. It's like I don't even remember what we did. But I think it is a lot better because you're more adventurous when you're homeschooled.
Yeah.
But there are still some good things about public school. Like, you see different people every day in public school. But in homeschool, it's just your mom and your siblings.
Right.
It's not, you don't see all your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably one of the downsides of homeschool is you don't see all those different people.
Right.
And me being a social person, it's like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's what I miss out on. But the other day, my friends both go to public school, and they wanted to do their homework.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm homeschooled, so I don't have any homework.
Right.
And it was like, I want to do homework with them because it's like I'm missing out. But then it's like, wait, do you really want to do homework? That's kind of tiring.
Right.
So I go inside and I'm like, Mom, I want to have homework. And she's like, do you really want homework? Are you sure you want homework? And I was like, yes, Mom. And so she gave it to me and I was like, guys, I don't want to do this. I'm going to go inside. I don't want to do homework.
You're like, call me when you're done and we can go play.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you guys do your work. I do that in school, not.
Oh my gosh. Well, and here's the being totally transparent. When you were in public school, I remember because, well, let's see, I would have been in high school. Maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't remember our age difference. But what I do remember is when Dad and Tracy put you in, I was so excited. I was like, because at that time I didn't know anything about homeschool.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want my sisters to be weird. And at that point, I think I knew one person who was homeschool and I only saw them come during seminary. So yeah, it would have been high school. And she didn't talk a lot. And so I was like, no, I don't want my sisters to not be social, to be weird. And so when you guys got put into public school, I was like, yes, they're normal. And then you got pulled out. And I was like, no.
We're back where we started.
And I just was like, do my parents know what they're doing? Clearly they do because I came around. And honestly, I think there was a conversation one night that me and Ginger, when we were over for dinner, because it must have been Kayla had been 18, so she wasn't coming around as much. And I just remember, like, you guys were back in homeschool and we were talking about something that you learned that day. And Tracy had said, yeah, Jersey showed interest in this and Alli was showing interest in this. So that's where we started going. We're going to talk about those things. And I was sitting there and I was like, that sounds so lucky. Like, they get to learn about what they want to learn about. And then I would see how you guys would learn other things. And just like you said, it was in shorter amounts. And I started to become like jealous. I was like, wait, I want to do that. I would love to do that. The only reason I liked school was for the social aspect.
Yeah.
Other than that, I hated school. I hated school. And so when I was hearing you guys, like, your way through homeschool, I was like, dang, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
So as time went on, I've seen it and I've been able to be, like, exposed to other homeschool families. And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty nice. And I love that. And the biggest thing I wanted to hit on for you, so you are very social, and I will say you get some of that from me.
Yeah, I do.
But, that's what I want to talk about with you. Do you feel confined? And we're going to go into we'll go into how you homeschool today and other areas that you get to. But as a whole, do you still feel like you get to be social in homeschool?
Oh, yeah. I'm very social, but when you're homeschooled, you have more time to become social, even though you don't see random people. But it's like, in homeschool, we go on more adventures, so we go to different places. So, like, sometimes we'll be at a museum or something, like a kid's museum or something, and, like, I'll see people there, and I'll be like, and it is nice that I went to a couple years of public school, because it's like I still see my friends from public school. So, like, I'll see them out and about, and I'm like, hi, and, like, I'll have a conversation. But it's, like, so different seeing how they look now.
Yeah.
Versus when I was in first grade.
The fact that you're like, you look different.
Yeah, I'm like, you look different. Are you the same person?
Oh my goodness. Well, and I was going to say you are a very social butterfly. Right before we started this podcast, you just had some of your friends knocking on the window. You are the social bug of the neighborhood. Being homeschooled, you learn how to make those friendships and how to be nice to people. And so that's why I always go around and in my neighborhood, and I'm like, do you guys want to go on a bike ride or something? Go to the park. And it's just being nice and kind to those people. And that can be a really hard thing in public school, because sometimes people aren't nice. Sometimes people get bullied or are the bullies. And that's, I guess, a perk of homeschool. The only bully you might have to look at is Jersey, but at least you can take her and Jersey can take you. That's the only thing. It's like, okay, it's my sibling.
and with homeschool, I'm learning at a different grade level than I'm at, because Jersey has dyslexia. So she's going at a slower pace, and I am too. So you get to learn more stuff in a slower pace. Yeah. So, like, I'm in 6th grade, but I'm probably learning 4th grade stuff. But we actually just did a new spelling test thing. Yeah. And it was 7th grade words.
Oh my gosh.
And I think I got like 16 out of 20.
Atta girl. Spelling is my big thing. Like, I can't wait I'm going to do spelling bees in my homeschool. So you can come help judge.
That sounds so fun.
I love spelling. Like, I wanted to be in a spelling bee so bad, and they never did one where I went. I was like, that's my dream. How much of a nerd am I? But I would love it. I was like, spelling bee. That was another question I was going to talk about, is the bullying. But also, do you feel, because you're still around other kids, but do you feel like you're getting as influenced by other outside sources as some of them are? Because a lot of these things come out in school, whether it's like a bad game, a bad movie, pornography, any of those things that could be bad. I feel like a lot of that festers in school.
Yeah, because all my friends go to public school, and most of them come home, and, like, they will be talking about all this stuff, and I'm like, that's another thing I miss about public school. It's like all the drama, and it's like, you don't want to be in the drama, but it's like, that's I don't know why, but I love watching drama and, like, hearing it, but I don't like being in it. But it is like, sometimes they'll come home and they're like, oh, this person did this and that was so bad. But in homeschool, it's like you don't do that bad stuff because you're with your family, and it's like,
Did you ever feel like you were treated different by any of the neighborhood kids because you were in homeschool? Like when you moved to this house?
Well, actually, my cousin, she's always like, you have it a lot easier.
Really?
And I'm like, you might think that, and I mean, I kind of do, because you go for 7 hours and I only go for 3, but we're still learning the same stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they're like, oh, you go to homeschool, like, you're only in 4th grade stuff, like, you're not as smart, but I'm like, I am still learning. Once I get to whatever grade you're in, I'll be the same.
Well, and I guess if you're comparing that, like, okay, we are comparing the homeschool to public school, you'll never be on the same page because that's not what
Right,
homeschool is
yeah.
supposed to be, right? But hello, right before this podcast, you were just showing me how you've learned to crochet.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that. And I'm like, what other person knows this? And I know some
Yeah.
people do, but I don't ever want to, and I never probably will ever compare someone to homeschool and public school on that
Right.
level, because it's like, well, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And we'll get into, I mean, they might say, oh, well, I'm ahead of you in this grade, but we're about to talk about how you're a little entrepreneur over here soon. And I'm like, let's go talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy down the street. Sorry. Okay. But before we get to that, what does a normal day look like for you in homeschool?
Okay, so first, we do this thing where it's like, we do a rotation. So if it's your day to pray, then you get to choose what order we do it in.
Oh.
So, and we just started doing this recently, like probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When school started, around then. So this is, if it was my day, what I would normally do is I would start with independent reading. We do that for 15 minutes. Book of your choice, has to be 15 minutes of reading.
Yeah.
So we do that, and then usually we do breakfast. That's a nice thing about homeschool. You get to have breakfast.
You can choose. You're not rushing out the door.
Yeah. So we usually have breakfast, and then while we're eating breakfast, we play like a board game or a card game.
Yeah.
So usually we'll play like Skip-Bo or Rummy Cube. And then, so we do that. And this is where it's considered table time because we're at the table.
Right.
So the stuff that we do at the table. So we play a card game, and then we do either spelling, math, or handwriting. It kind of goes on a rotation.
Yes.
Like every
Kind
other
of like
day.
a loop schedule.
Right. So, like, say we do spelling, my mom has a list of all the words. But then we just recently started doing 7th grade words. So, like, today we did 10 7th grade words, and she just tells us the words, and we just have to do it with no help. Like,
Wow.
And Dad wants us to, like, review the words and then do it. So we're going to try that this week.
Okay.
Once we review the words, see how good we did reviewing them.
Yeah.
And then, so we do spelling, do those words, and then if we were to do math, we have this like big math book of a bunch of different worksheets, and you just do one worksheet and then it's done. And then I have a handwriting book and all that. And then we normally would do, let me see. Oh, we go back to the couch and we read like a book all together. We just listen to it.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I'll crochet.
That's the read aloud, right? Yeah.
Yeah, read aloud. So we do that, and like I'll crochet while we do it, and we just read one chapter. And then basically we do fairy tales. So we just read, Mom just reads us one fairy tale. And so we do that, and then sometimes we do like a history book.
Oh, I'm sure
read
Dad's
aloud.
really happy about that.
Yeah.
Britton will do that for the boys too. He's
So
like,
we do like Columbus or something.
yes. A lot of Tuttle twins.
Yeah. Oh, and before breakfast or after breakfast, we do this like spelling ball game. I don't even know what you would call it, but basically you grab like a bouncy ball or a volleyball or something, just some sort of ball, and you stand in a circle. Sometimes Jersey sits because she doesn't want to stand up. I'm like, come on, get up. But so we all stand in a circle, and Mom tells us a word.
Yeah.
So say it's like kitchen or something. You pass the ball in the circle.
Yeah.
So like you say a letter, and then you pass it to the next person, and then say another.
Okay. So you're spelling it out.
Right. And then it's just if you get the word wrong, you just do it again until you get it right. So it's like you each participate in it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then sometimes we do like a poem.
Yeah.
So Mom reads us a poem, and we review it a couple times, and then we do that ball game, but with the poem. So we each say a word. So it's like reviewing the poem, and you're trying to practice that, so then you can just have it in your brain and know exactly what the poem is.
That was something I heard before, is like in public school, you're basically taught up to a certain point. You're taught to a test, right? To remember this just to the test, and then a week later after that test has been taken, it's been it's completely out of the person's mind. But a lot of people in homeschool, that's a big thing you guys especially work on, is those brain skills to remember how to remember things, so that I bet you guys could go back a couple weeks after you talk about something or words and you're still remembering it, because you ignite those other senses to help you remember that, which I think is so cool.
Yeah, that's just something that public school doesn't do a lot.
Yeah. Well, so then by lunch, are you guys done with school?
Yeah. Okay. So once we get to lunch, then we're just done.
Okay.
And then you can go do whatever.
How many days a week do you do school?
Monday through Friday, but except for Thursday, because that's when our co-op is.
Right. That's what I was going to say. And then are you guys on the same time frame as like the school, like the public school year? Do you go all year round?
Well, the thing with homeschool, sometimes we will do school on like spring break or something, but we'll like shorten it.
Right.
And me and Jersey are like, Mom, we don't want to do this. But then, but we just read books, like do our independent reading and our read aloud, and then maybe a fairy tale or something. And then we just do that because it's like our friends are out of school. Like we want to go hang out with them. Right. So luckily we've compromised on that to just do half of school instead of all of it. Right.
Wow. Okay. So we got to talk about it. A co-op.
Yes.
And you love your co-op.
Yes.
And I love your co-op. I've heard about it and I've seen you. I mean, you've been in plays through this.
Yes.
That's how you're learning crocheting. So let's talk a little about it.
Okay. So our co-op is called AIM. Stands for Artist in Motion.
Love it.
And it's basically this giant homeschool co-op with like, oh my gosh, I think it's like 140 kids.
Wow.
I think we actually have more this year because we had a bunch of new families come in.
Wow.
But I don't know. I don't really know how many families there are. I think there's like 50 or something. But there are so many people. And we just do it at this church.
Right.
And there are just so many people. And the thing, this church doesn't have air conditioning.
Oh my goodness.
So we do it once a week, which is on Thursdays. And we started in September. I don't remember when, but the first Thursday of September, I think, it was so hot.
Oh, I bet. And then you have all those people.
I know. It's like so cramped. But luckily, there's 3 different floors. So it like kind of spaces out the people. But I will talk about my classes.
Yes.
But basically, so it actually divides it into age groups.
Okay.
So there's like the little kids like 0 through 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it goes to middle schoolers. So all the middle schoolers are combined, which is 11, 12, and 13-year-olds. And so it just combines those. Once you get 11, so this was my first year, once you get into the 11 age group, you get to choose your classes.
So before you would just have to go to what they chose random for you. Okay.
But once you're 11, you get to choose your classes. And so they divide it by middle schoolers and high schoolers, and you get to choose your classes. So there's 3 different options that you can choose from. And then, so you select 1, 2, and 3 out of those 3 different options. And the thing that sucks about being the youngest is they go from oldest. So the oldest get to pick theirs first. Yep. And then it's like once the class seniority. Yeah, once the class fills up, it's like you get your next choice.
Okay.
So you might end up with your third one if it's already filled up, if it's like the most popular one or whatever.
How long are you at the co-op? Like on Thursdays? Like how many hours?
I think it's 9:30 to 2:30.
Oh my gosh. And how many classes are you doing?
5.
In that time frame?
Yeah.
Wow.
So my classes, what I got is my first class is choir. Right now we're practicing Christmas songs for our Christmas performance. So excited. And then I have homeroom. So homeroom, all these classes are combined with the middle schoolers, but homeroom is combined with all the teens. Right. So middle school and high schoolers. So we just have homeroom, and I think each class is 45 minutes. So we have homeroom, and then I go to theater. And theater, we're doing a play. I'm in Charlie Brown. I'm Violet.
Oh my gosh.
So they're actually double casting for my play, but I am like one of the only single cast, so I have to go to all of the performances. I'm the
Wow.
only Violet,
Mhm.
so I I get to go to all of them, so
Yeah.
I get extra practice.
Yeah.
So I do theater, and then we have lunch,
Yeah.
which is 1 hour.
Okay.
So some families will go to the park,
Yeah.
and some will just stay at the church
Mhm.
and just eat in like the gym, or they have tables. So we have lunch for 1 hour, and then my next class is herbology.
Okay.
So we
my
basically
gosh,
just
yeah, that's right.
yeah, we just learn about a bunch of herbs. And then my next class is crochet,
Yeah.
where I learn to crochet. It's my new favorite hobby.
It's a great one.
I know, I love it so much. And then after that day, we go to what's called Park Day.
Okay.
So basically, every time after Thursday, after all of our classes are done, we go to a certain park, and you can just hang out there and do whatever you want.
Okay.
Like, all the moms will just sit around and talk,
Right.
and all the kids can go hang out with their friends or do whatever they want. And so that is very fun, but our family is waiting for it to cool off to go to those, and luckily
Right.
it has been.
Yeah.
So we're going to start going to those. And then there's like other add-ons, I guess. Like, we do what's called double-digit hangouts.
Okay.
So once you're in the double digits, you get to go to those. So like 10 and up.
Yes.
So it's basically, you just, like, one time we went to Classic Fun Center.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they do it once a month now. I think it used to be every week, but after COVID, I think they do it once a month.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the reason, though. And then so that's one of the add-ons. And then there's what's called AIM Camp. So it's basically like a camp that it actually just happened like last
That's
week,
right.
actually. Yeah. So you go for 3 days. I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh.
So you get there on Thursday, there all day Friday, and then you leave on Saturday. So you're
okay.
there for 2
So it's like
nights.
camping.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an actual camp. And we go to this place. It's basically like, I don't know, it's up in the mountains, I think. But there's like a giant lake.
Mm-hmm.
It's not giant. It's small. I don't know why I said giant.
It looks big to you.
Yeah, it's not giant. But there's a bunch of canoes and paddle boards. And it's just really fun. But yeah, so you just camp there.
And they do this the AIM, the co-op. Is it the whole year? Or are they on their own schedule? Like,
Like when we go.
yeah, how long do they
So
do? Do they do semesters? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
or?
they do semesters. I don't really know when they are, but the AIM starts in September.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it ends in December.
Oh, really?
Or January.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Because here's the other thing. There are kids who've been there for so long, and you guys just did a graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes me think, is it January, or did you get closer? Why do I feel like that was closer to summer?
Yeah, it actually probably was. I think.
And you guys did like they had dances for the high school or high school aged kids.
Yeah. You have to be like a certain age
Right,
to go.
to do
I think
those.
It's like 13 and up.
Oh, and that was the other thing is, so when you guys are there, like all the parents have to be involved too.
Right.
So
yeah.
So Tracy is there, and she'll be.
Yeah. So
she's helping you out in one of your classes, right?
yeah. So each mom, I think, has to teach at least one class or be like the help. Like my mom is for choir. She's the pianist.
Mm-hmm.
So she does that for my class. But like you can choose, I think you can choose what age group you want to teach.
Right.
So yeah, all the moms are included. And there's like 2 dads that come that teach like active life and fitness classes or something.
That would be Britain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, I'll teach PE. I mean, active life.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just moms and their kids.
I love that.
Yeah. That's really fun.
And you guys have a really good co-op. Like it's a pretty big one here because we're here in Davis County. But it's a good one. And you guys have been in it for a while. And like I said, we've seen you in plays, but now you're like in more different classes that I think you're getting a lot more.
Yeah, and another thing with the AIM camp, they do a different thing that's called nature camp.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do it in May.
Yes.
And it's basically we go to this like park thing, and you basically just It's, I think, for a week. I think it's Monday through Friday.
Right.
And you just learn about nature. Like, you have, in your age group, it's ages. It's not, like, middle school is not combined. It's just your age.
Okay.
So all the 11-year-olds are in the same one.
Right.
So we get in our group and we have one teacher, a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And we come up with a group name and a group call.
Right.
So we're
I
in
remember
this
you telling me this.
big
Yes.
park. And last year, in May, my group name was Barn Owls.
Oh my goodness.
Because it has to be nature themed.
Right.
So it has to be like an animal or an insect, like with your name.
Okay.
And our call, it was actually pretty funny. It was like, who likes to party? That's what the leader says. And all the kids go, we do.
Oh
it
God.
was so
And
like,
that's a lot of you.
yeah. So when you're all off on your own, they will usually do that call.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and
so fun.
it's basically, so we do what's called sit spot. So sit spot is something for 5 or 10 minutes, and you just go find a place in nature, and you sit down there, and it's all quiet. So you find a sit spot, and you just look around nature.
Mm-hmm.
And what your task is to find something to talk about at the end.
Yeah.
At the end of sit spot. So, like, you may see a tree that's like curved or something, and then you go share that, or like you saw a cool bug or something.
Right.
Like, you just share something. And then we do nature journaling. So you basically find a cool thing in the nature and you journal it and you draw it. And then this year we tried something new. It was basically all the high schoolers, I think it was 14 and up, they were like teen leaders or something.
Yes.
And so they did like games with us. So like, or activities. So like we learned how to build a fort with a tarp and rope.
Oh yeah.
Or we did a fire.
Oh my goodness.
So they were just, and I really liked that. I thought that was really fun. And then at the end, we all come together as a group, and we basically do, like, some kids might have some major stories to tell, like, about if they found a snake or something. Like, they just share that, and then it turns out you just, I don't know, and then the leader, usually, like the main leader that started nature camp, will tell like a story about one time when she was in the nature and she found something cool. I don't even know how to explain it.
My gosh. Okay, so here's the biggest thing. I mean, you guys do so much. And so I think it's safe to say you're pretty social. And not just, I'm not just saying you but everything that you guys are doing, like, you're still finding a way to socialize. And here's the other best part. I've noticed this. Like, look at you right now. Like, you're just talking so effortlessly. Now, I know I'm your sister, so hello, it's easier. But here's the other proof. The proof is in the pudding. When we did, was it Baker's Blessing? Yeah, we did Baker's Blessing, and it was during COVID, and we came here to do it. So we had all of our family, and Britton's family was here. And all I remember is them telling me, like, wow, Alli was just so talkative. She came right up to us. She just could hang with us. And I think that's such a crazy blessing of homeschooling, is just like you said at the co-op, you're around a lot of different ages. You're not just with only your age group. You know how to hang with older people or adults. You know how to have conversation. Yeah,
and that is where I am really social. That's the nice thing, is if you're gonna homeschool, maybe find a co-op, because your kids, they are still social without a co-op, but that might help them to be more social because you're around so many kids that are just exactly like them.
For sure.
So I think that is what has helped me be very social, is I'm around a bunch of different kids that are like me, that homeschool.
Yeah.
And don't go to public school.
Right. Wow. No, it's so great. Okay. Wow. Seriously, this is so good, Al. Okay, let's go on to your little entrepreneurial side. Sometimes I try to say big words and it just doesn't work
Yeah.
out. You have a business. And I'm
I
sorry,
do.
again, how old are you?
11.
And when did you start this business? Or is
I was 10.
I was going to say, I think it's when you were 10 as well. And let's talk about it. What's your business?
So I make cookie dough.
Look out, Crumble. Look out, Dirty Dough. She's coming. No, you've actually been on the scene for a while.
Right. Yeah, so I make cookie dough. It's my mom's recipe.
Mm-hmm. And it's a good one.
It is really good. We make oatmeal cookie dough. I don't really know what you would call it, but
with what in it?
Oh, so there's a bunch of different flavors, but we have butterscotch.
My favorite. That's the number one flavor.
Yeah, that's my favorite, but some people don't like that, so that's why we have different flavors.
Yeah.
So
whoever those people are, we need to talk to them.
Yeah,
because that's the best.
Yeah, it is. Maybe just try it. It is super good. Trust me. Yeah, you will like it.
It's
so yeah, we have chocolate chip, and then sometimes we have like Reese's Pieces, and then we have M&Ms. Yes, mini M&Ms.
Mm-hmm. So you take the recipe and you make it, but then here's the best part of it is
it's cookie dough.
Well, exactly. That's how you buy it.
Yeah.
So you buy it as the dough. They can eat it as cookie dough, or it's like, what's the pizza place? Is it Papa John's or Papa Murphy's? The take and bake. Like, it's all ready to go, but you have to put it in the oven. It's basically what you are, the cookie dough world.
And I actually just started doing this thing where I will bake the cookies for you if you don't want to do that.
Oh.
And some people actually like that. So, but I sell by the dozen.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if I were to sell my cookie dough by the dozen, it would be $5 for the dozen of the cookie dough.
Okay.
But if you wanted them baked, it's $7 for the dozen baked.
So what have you learned about business from doing this?
So sometimes for me, it's kind of like an on and off thing. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to make cookie dough. Like I just want to make a bunch of cookie dough. Yeah. And then sometimes I'm like, I really don't want to do this. Like it's so tiring. Yeah. Like you have so much stuff to do. It's like, I just don't want to do this.
Right. So how do you push through?
Sometimes I have people like my mom encourage me. Mm-hmm. They're like, you're going to get $5 from this.
Yeah.
And it's so simple. Mm-hmm. Because I make a batch and it makes 7 dozen. And that probably only takes like 15 or 30 minutes to do that. So she's like, it's only going to take 30 minutes. And then you're going to get
$35.
Yeah, $35
out of that.
Right. So it is worth it. You just have to work for it.
Exactly. Which is business.
Right. Yeah.
That is totally business. Have you learned anything with like customer service?
Yes. You just need to make sure that you're actually talking to them and not just leaving them there. Like they might have a question, so you need to answer that hopefully as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you don't, they're like, she's not responding. Like, what I need these cookies now, so maybe I'll just go get them somewhere else.
It's true.
Yeah.
Wow. Alli. So, what is your Instagram for people that want to know?
It's called Tasty Dough Cookie Dough. I don't post on there a lot. I should.
Especially with the holidays coming up.
Yeah.
But do you cook on demand? So does someone just have to message you and say, hey, I need this amount, and you would just have it ready? Or sometimes do you cook and then say, hey, I've got these?
So sometimes in my posts, I will put, I have M&Ms ready. If you need it now, I have that flavor ready. But it's like, if they want butterscotch and I didn't have any pre-made, I'd be like, okay, I don't know how soon I can get it to you. Maybe like tomorrow or later today. Because it's like sometimes I might be busy for the whole day. So it's like, I'm busy today, so I can get it to you tomorrow or the next day.
Right. Wow. What have you learned about finances through that?
It depends. You need to make sure that your prices are good. Because sometimes they're too overpriced. And with cookie dough, it's like you're buying all the ingredients.
Right.
And the ingredients might cost more than what you're selling it for. So you don't want to make it too low, because then you're just selling it, but you're not making any profit from it.
Right.
And so I've learned that, and you need to make sure that's why the baked is $7
Mm-hmm.
because it takes more time for
sure.
me, and it doesn't take any more ingredients, but it takes more time
Right.
and effort, not effort, but well, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Alli, you are 11, almost 12, and I don't think a lot of 11, almost 12-year-olds know that much about business, and
Yeah.
you're knowing it firsthand.
And I actually did have technically 3 businesses.
Well, okay, so is this including the side summer business?
Yeah,
Of the lemonade stands?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Allie's over here hustling on the corners of Woods Cross with her lemonade stands.
Yep.
And you do it with your friends.
Yes, I do it with my friends. Sometimes when you do it with a lot of other people, you have to split the money, and you don't get, like, I might have been out there for 2 hours and I only got like $6.
Oh,
So sometimes if you're doing something like a lemonade stand, you want to try and limit it to 2 or 3 people, because
right.
when you're splitting it between 5 people, which I did one time, I learned from that that because we made like $80 and we had to split it, and it was like
no.
that. It
Like, we
wasn't-
could have had that split evenly. I would have been great.
yeah,
Let alone all to yourself. Wow.
So sometimes but it is very hard to do it by yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've been doing it for a couple of summers, like, I was looking on Instagram, on my mom's Instagram, and she posted it, and it was me and my cousin doing a lemonade stand, and like,
Oh. Hello to the person. Sorry.
so sorry. And it was like, I don't even know, like 5 years ago or something. So it was, and I've learned from like how to do it by yourself and how to make it consistent.
Yeah. Because I would call you during the summer, and sometimes you just be out there by yourself.
Yep.
But you knew, bring the umbrella. I will be sitting here for 2-3 hours.
Yep, bring the umbrella, spray bottle, you're good to go.
I'm telling you, people know you, Alli. They're like, where is she? I was here last week, and you were good.
So one time, it was the most recent lemonade stand I did. It was with me, my cousin, and my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing a lemonade stand, but we had options. So we had soda, Gatorade, and water and lemonade. So we had those 4 options for drinks. And then I was selling my cookies with the lemonade.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
So it was like, I'm doing my 2 businesses in one. Kill 2 birds with one stone.
Yes, and get more moolah.
Yeah. Promoting
Wow.
my cookie dough with my lemonade.
Oh my
And
goodness.
these people came by and they got my cookies because they were like going somewhere, and they got my cookies and they were like, these are so good.
Mm-hmm.
So then like an hour passes by and we were still out there, and they come back from where they were and they were like, can we get some more cookies?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah. And
Here's my Instagram.
yeah. And I actually ran out of cookies, and I was like, am I going to go home and have to make some?
Yeah.
But luckily I didn't, because I still had some extra.
Oh, good.
But it was, I don't know.
Wow. Alli, I'm so proud of you. I'm just so proud of that.
And I actually had a 3rd business, which was babysitting.
Oh, yes. Duh. I should have known that.
I can say used to, because I just quit.
It's a hard position.
So I was babysitting my cousins every Monday, and I think I was just getting really stressed about it, because it was like, I think I was getting stressed because on Mondays I had school, then I was watching them, and I'm starting basketball on Mondays. So it was like school, watch them, basketball.
Yeah.
So it was just so full, and I was like, but that's the thing. I was like, I don't want to make my uncle feel bad. Like, I don't want him to think that I don't want to hang out with his kids, because I love and adore those kids.
Yes,
like,
you
they're
do.
so fun. But it's like, it was almost like I started that job as like a fun thing, but then it was like, it almost came as a job.
Right.
And that's what I didn't want babysitting to be. So I was like, I texted him and I was like, this is the worst thing. Like, I never wanted to have to do this, but it's like, I still want to see your kids. Like, I don't want you to think that I don't want to see your kids. So I was like, if you if you guys are going on like a date night or something, like come to me because I will watch them if I am free because I love them and adore them.
But how amazing you've been able to like figure that out now that you now know how to have tough conversations. You know when you're being too overworked. And you still were able to like mend it with, I still want to watch them. I still want to see them.
Yeah. And that was all from homeschool. And when I had those 3 jobs, I was in homeschool. And when we were only doing homeschool for 3 hours, it gave me more time to actually do my jobs.
Yeah.
I think if I were going to public school for 7 hours, it was like I wouldn't have time.
You wouldn't, no.
And so I think with homeschool, that let me become an entrepreneur. And I think that will help me on later in life.
Oh, I 100%. By the time you are of graduating age, I will not be shocked if you are like straight into another business or what you're doing. Like, I'm not worried about that for you. Yeah. It's like, she's got it. She's got it made. Wow. Well, Alli, we are coming to a close, but so biggest things that I want to take away, and this has just been so good. I've loved this episode. So biggest goals that you have, and I know you had it written down. What are the goals that you have for the upcoming year in homeschool? Things like you want to do. And then we'll go to the next question after that.
So for homeschool, I really wanted to practice on my handwriting because when like my handwriting looked so bad, like it was so big, and when I was handwriting, my writing would just like slant down the page, and I'm like, I started on the line, but now I'm on the 3rd line. How did I get here? I was writing straight.
Yes.
And so handwriting is a goal that I wanted to do. And I was like, Mom, I want you to push me harder for handwriting, because I was like, I've been homeschooling ever since 2nd grade, and it's like my handwriting is not that good. So I just want to get better at handwriting. And then a while ago, I think like a month or 2 ago, I got a desk for my room. Oh, yeah. And I was like, Mom, I want to do independent work on this desk, because it will put somewhere for me to work. And it's like, I want to do more independent work. So we got that desk, and it was like, that's great. We haven't used it a lot, but my mom's planning on using it.
That's the goal. Got it. The goal is to use the desk.
And then I have my monthly goals for my young women's. Oh yeah. They gave us a little board. So we have spiritual, social, physical, and intellectual goals. And I have them all written down. So
this makes my planner heart so happy.
So for my spiritual goal, every Sunday I used to only go to sacrament, and I wouldn't go to my like Sunday school or my young women's class. And I was like, that's not what I want to do. I want to be able to go to Sunday school and young women's. So that is my spiritual goal. Got it. And I went to Sunday school one class, and it was very sad because my Sunday school teachers didn't even know me. They were like, what's your name? And I was like,
I've been here for like years.
And that was the sad thing. It's like, they don't even know my name. So that's why I put that as my goal.
That's
because
a good one.
That's what I want. And like my young women's, like I just wouldn't go. And it was like, I want to go to those more. So that's my goal for this month.
Good one.
And then for social, it's actually with AIM, my homeschool co-op. I want to have more conversations with people, because in AIM, I started off, I did not have a lot of friends, and I just wouldn't talk to anybody, because it's like they were all talking to their friends. Like they're not going to want to talk to me. It's like, so I was like, I am going to have a good conversation with someone. And I already did that.
Good job.
Yesterday on Thursday. And it was actually very fun. It was in homeroom.
Oh, of all places.
I know. And then, so I'm starting junior jazz in October, in the beginning of October, basically basketball. And for my physical, I wanted to practice more basketball, because throughout the summer, it's been so hot, and I've just been wanting to hang out with my friends, and I wasn't practicing. So I want to practice some basketball.
Great.
And then for intellectual, it's finish my book set.
Oh.
So I'm reading, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's like this graphic novel series.
Mm-hmm.
The book's called Smile, like the first book. It's Smile. It's basically this graphic novel about this teenage girl that's my age. And it's a great book series. I think there's 4 books in it, maybe 3.
Okay.
I don't know. But it's just about this girl and she's my age, and I relate to those books so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like 2 extra books, but they're not about that same character.
Okay. That's pretty good, Al. Real quick, we didn't even get, what do you want to be when you grow up?
With the basketball thing, I want to like teach kids,
Mm-hmm.
like when they're beginning basketball, I want to do like a clinic or something.
Oh.
And I thought that would be really fun. And then I want to make like phone cases.
Yeah.
Like as a small business.
Yeah.
I want to make phone cases and like stickers. I thought that would be so fun. But it's like, and I could probably start that right now.
You could.
But it's just, gotta
get it started.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I want to be a massage therapist like my mom.
Yeah. You'd be really good at that.
And I want to be a hairstylist.
Oh. Well, someone agrees with us, apparently. I don't know what that noise is, but okay. That is a great one, too.
Yeah.
You have so many good ones. Okay, so the final question. Do you want to homeschool when you have kids?
Yes.
Wow.
Definitely. I think it will be the best thing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Well, Alli, thank you so much. Really, I love you to death, but I really liked this episode, and I think it's so good that people get to hear from someone who's actually in it, and oh my gosh, you're normal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and thank you to you, whoever you are who is listening in. I'm so grateful you're here. Alli's grateful you're here.
Yes.
And so your Instagram is Tasty Cookie Dough.
Tasty Dough Cookie Dough.
Oh, okay. Tasty Dough Cookie Dough.
Yes.
Spelled Dough dough.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And your Instagram, if people, I mean, let's be smart people. She's 11. Okay. So, but if you wanted to follow her, she always making funny videos. Her Instagram is @the_crystals.
Yep.
Spelled CHRISTALS.
Yep.
Alrighty, y'all. Thank you. And we will see you next time. Bye.